Quinn Mason and Lara Downes creating separately and together. This is Staccato on the Second Street Dreams audio network. I'm Judlyn Gibson. You may remember that earlier this year, KMFA chose composer and Texan Quinn Mason as its inaugural Draylen Mason Composer-in-Residence. His compositions were performed in the Draylen Mason studio back in May, with pianist Lara Downes performing. You've been hearing her perform Mason's The Never-Ending Ocean of Identity.
Well, Quinn and I have a relationship now for a few years, and he's an extraordinary person, an extraordinary talent, really connected, I think, with his voice and his vision. I had recorded another piano piece of his, what was that, last year or the year before, and then we worked together at the Detroit Symphony, and I'm just, a fan, and I hope a supporter. He's writing a piano concerto for me currently. I just have a lot of excitement about what's coming up for him.
While Quinn is juggling composer-in-residence assignments like his latest one for the Hartford Symphony Orchestra, Lara Downes travels the country performing a wide spectrum of music.
It's different repertoire, it's different projects, different collaborators. So I've been doing a lot of concerto appearances, but different concertos, a lot of different recital projects, different music, different chamber music collaborations. And so it's been keeping me on my toes and really busy, but it's been a lot of fun.
One of the things I wanted to talk to you about was being the 2022 Classical Woman of the Year, as named by Performance Today. How did that come about? Or did you even know it was coming?
No, that was a surprise. It was funny. They'd emailed to set up an interview about my latest recording, which came out in February. So we got on the Zoom, and they surprised me with this news, which was quite overwhelming and emotional. It's an award that is, it's a decision that's made by the Performance Today staff, but also by listeners who write in and nominate artists. So, and it's, amazing company to be in. So I'm just, as I said, so grateful and thrilled about that.
Unlike the 26-year-old Quinn, who's also starting his conducting career, Downes found success as a pianist and a producer when she was older. Are you happy that your success came later, when you were older and able to handle it?
I am. I'm really grateful for a few things. I'm grateful that, I did have my kids when I was younger and was able to focus on that and sort of pull back as much as I wanted or needed to from this life. And also, I'm really glad that my success has come with my self-knowledge, my self-awareness, and my real clarity about what it is that I want to do. Because that's, I think, the danger as a classical artist. You're training from the time that you're a baby. When success comes early, I think that oftentimes, if you haven't really found your voice or your mission or your message, and so you're thrust onto this, big stage, and you're working, and then a crisis can come where you're like, well, why am I here? What am I doing? So I'm really grateful that purpose came for me when it did, and that, I can be as busy as I am and working as hard as I am and feel that it is targeted and logical and important.
She'll be performing a new work by Quinn Mason next year sometime and continuing to work on Rising Sun Music. It's a recording series she created to focus on the music of Black composers of the past 2 centuries. In October, the University of Texas Wind Ensemble is set to perform a couple of Mason's works, one of which will be a world premiere. Links are on the Staccato page on secondstreetdreams.com. That's Staccato. I'm Judlyn Gibson on the Second Street Dreams audio network on secondstreetdreams.com.